Now that we have the student first name and last name separated, we can calculate the student first initial from the first name and last initial from the last name. All we need to do is somehow grab the first letter of the first name and the first letter of the last name to create each initial. Earlier, we talked about how the ordering of the letters within a string matter, and this is one place where that comes into play. For the string Aman, we say A is at index or location 0, M is at index 1, A is at index 2, N is at index 3. This means to calculate the first initial of the first name, we will want to access the character at index 0 or the 0th slot in the string. To do this, we can use a special string operation to access the letters inside the first name. To grab the first character of the first name, we can use an operation called char@. Char@ allows us to access a character at a specific location within a string. It takes one input and that is the index or location of the character we want to access. Going back to the code, we can change the value of student first initial to using char@ on student first name. We will write student first name and then to use that the char@ operation, we will write dot char@. Next, we will add the location we want to access within student first name. Going back to the code, we can change the value of student first initial to using char@ on student first name. We will write student first name and then to use the char@ operation, we will write dot char@. So we can change the value of student first initial to using char@ on student first name. We will write student first name dot char@. Next, we will add the location here, that is 0 for A, and I will run this program and we will see what we got as an output. So if you can see, the output would be the same, that is for student first initial. Now I will do the similar thing for student last initial. Student last name dot char@ 0. It will print me G, that is the first character of student last name. Well, this worked exactly what we expect. Looking at the value of student first initial, we write the student first name because that's the variable that holds the string we want to use in a string operation, and we get it for free with the string data type. Then we write char@ because this is the operation we want to use, and finally we add our input, which is 0. The output of this operation is A, and that's what saved to student first initial variable. Because we want the first initial of the last name and use char@ to get the console, we get G as expected. Great, we just calculated data from another data piece, a student initial from student's name. We also learned that the concept of data type consists not only of different values it can store, but also the different operation we can use with it. For example, our string data type has the char@ operation. There are other string operations like char@ that exist that can only be performed with strings, but they are out of the scope for this course.